We left Thursday morning, flew out to Oregon, got there kind of midway through the day. There's a 3-hour time change there, so that kind of helps a little bit. There's a little bit more time in the day there once we got there. And as soon as we got there, got checked into the hotel. Nike they basically rent out an entire hotel. It's pretty close. It's like 80% of the people there are all there for the Nike Nationals, so that's pretty cool just to be all in the same places as the other athletes.
We went as a team, so it was the first teams that won, first and second, automatically made it, and then throughout the nation there were 5 callbacks. So there were like 3 main places that we went to during the trip. There was the hotel that we stayed at, which is basically where we went for sleeping only and maybe some downtime throughout the day, and to eat breakfast, sometimes lunch. The second place we went to was the Nike World Headquarters, which is where we spent most of our time. There was like an athlete's lounge that we stayed at. The main place we stayed at was the Tiger Woods Center, and we could walk around the campus if we wanted to, but mostly they wanted us to stay there. We also ran a run there, just like a shakeout, nice easy run before the race. We ran that there. The third place was the actual course. We ran there the day before the meet, so that was on Friday, and we also spent most of our time there on race day on Saturday, and they had a nice athlete village where we were able to chill out before the race, stretch. There were foam rollers there. It was just a nice complex, and they accommodated us really well. We did get a lot of free stuff, and like right when we arrived in Portland from the airport, they started treating us like kings, like right from the get-go. That was really awesome because you get rewarded for all the hard work you put in since June for most of us.
In getting to the Nike National meet, the team we call it like the postseason after the regular tournament, and the team definitely, like, not as many guys are still training and everything. It definitely narrows down a little bit to some just guys who are still training at a really high level. So I didn't have a whole lot of expectations individually, or like I don't think we had a whole lot as a team. We kind of were just going in and gonna have fun with it, give it our best effort kind of at the end of the season. Individually, I placed 77th, I believe, which was that exceeded my expectations. I finished first for our team individually, and as a team we ended up placing 10th, which was again a little bit higher I think than we expected.
All the people there were nationally ranked, basically, like top 200 guys were potentially in this race, so it was a lot more packed up front. Most of our guys are used to being in like the top 10 in every single race, whereas they weren't even close. They weren't even close to the top 10 this race, so there was a lot more packed up front. There was a lot more talent.
When I went as a freshman, I was still kind of, I wouldn't say new to the sport, but like being the first time that I got to go out to Portland, I was like, it was all new to me, and I was kind of just in shock and awe the whole time, trying to take it in. Whereas this time, having had that experience my freshman year, I was a little more like aware of like what was going to happen and stuff. Also for the race especially, I found that like having been out there and raced on the same course before, I think that gave me a little bit of an advantage being back there again and just knowing the course and everything.
There was a lot more leadership involved. I feel like freshman year I was like just doing what everybody told me to do because it was my first time. I had zero idea what was going on. I was just happy to be there. But senior year, since I did go freshman year, I knew kind of what was going on, and I became the leader now, and I told everybody what to expect and just to have fun. I just really emphasized that point to the guys that we made it here. So I did the best I could to really help them enjoy the moment more. So and get them prepared if they have the chance to go back in the future.